I'm not anti Reels or TikTok or any other short form content. I'm not anti it, right? You start to notice the way that they're behaving and their attitude is towards life.
Mm.
It's just very different, man. They're used to the world is a buffet for them.
Yeah.
And they can pick and choose whatever they want and they can throw it away and pick something up at any moment in time. They can do that. I didn't grow up that way.
I 100% am very similar to you, and the fact that I'm very inquisitive and I want to know more about the why, or where is that coming from when I see situations like that, and also kind of just keeping it real and knowing that I also have situations like that where I overreact or get impatient.
Mm-hmm.
But I fall back to that practice, and I can remind myself like, hey, you're good. I think the other day, I was trying to. I think I was doing some work on my phone or something like that, and I remember it was taking longer than I expected. And I was like, why is this taking so long? And then I'm like, yo, like let it go to space and come back to you. Give it a second. Give it a second, and like kind of
Facts.
falling back into that gratitude again, right? Because so many times when we're upset like that, like, oh, you take your car to the shop and they're taking forever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're grateful enough, you're like, oh, I have the opportunity to bring my car to the shop. I have a car.
Mm-hmm.
I have thoughts. I can think like all this. You can find a million things to be grateful for, and that allows you to kind of come back to the present moment and like calm yourself down as well.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, especially with technology, like you said, there's so much entitlement. They're like, oh my god, I downloaded this and it's taking more than 5 seconds. How dare it? And it's like, it's about it's a
Listen,
bad
man.
yeah.
That could probably be a whole video series.
Yeah.
Like in and of itself, man. Because I'm telling you, as somebody,
Mhm.
because that's if it wasn't for social media and that type of technology, like that's what really makes me feel old.
Yeah.
It really makes me feel old because, and it's not because of the content
Right, right.
solely. It's more because of how it shaped the way people's behavior is.
Mhm.
Like I really hope people understand that. Like if you're watching this now or you watch this on a recording, I really hope you understand this point. It's not about like I'm not anti Reels or TikTok or any other short form content. I'm not anti it, right?
Mhm.
It has its place.
Yep.
But what I will tell you, I have noticed because I work not only with young people, but I have a fair amount on my caseload that are young, and I have over my career. You start to notice the way that they're behaving, their attitude is towards life.
Mm.
It's just very different, man. They're used to the world is a buffet for them.
Yeah.
And they can pick and choose whatever they want and they can throw it away and pick something up at any moment in time. They can do that. I didn't grow up that way. I grew up going to the library. We didn't Google. This is before internet was really popping, and we were using the AOL disk. You actually had to go to the library. You actually had to read encyclopedias. So you had to be patient because you had to get in the car to go drop to the library to go read the book. But you can Google everything now.
Immediately have your
And
answer.
again, I'm not anti-Google, but again, I'm just trying to drive the point home. The way that people see and they view all this content, what I believe is happening, it's shortening not only their attention span, but their patience. And the fact that their patience is so short, it's making it very difficult for them to navigate day-to-day life in some cases because they expect things like we were talking about a second ago so rapidly.
Mm.
And when it doesn't come through, oh, the world is trying to screw me over. No, it's not. It's not. It's just life, man. Sometimes stuff happens,
Yep.
no matter who you are.
Mhm.
So if I could, again, not trying to oversell meditation, but I think that is such an added benefit. If you
Mhm.
want more peace in your life, if you find that you're a very stressed out person often, for anybody who's listening, I think you could greatly benefit if you chose to set aside some time, like Carlos has been saying, to really just focus on yourself and be present. And
Mhm.
the added benefit is maybe you decide that you like more long form content or you actually watch things till they conclude instead of jumping all the time because you're okay with letting things play out. Maybe in your day-to-day life when you're running errands, You're less stressed out. You're less irate. Maybe when you're traveling to and from work, you're not getting pissed off at every red light that you run into or getting road rage because somebody cut you off. It just gets easier to flow through things is the point I'm trying to make here. So I'll get off my soapbox on that.
No, I love it. I'm living for this. Like I'm noticing how you're putting an emphasis on our I ams. Like the word I am is so powerful. And when we do things like this, where I am the kind of person who watches something from the beginning to end. I am the kind of person who is patient. I am whatever that might be. This is a great way to practice that, to really embody that. And that helps your brain to know what kind of person you are so that you can behave accordingly. This is just really good practice. And I'm loving it. You're just speaking facts. Like that's how powerful this stuff is. Like it really allows you to shape and change your identity. Like truly, you can.